course, since loser picks the map. And someone has joined my game. Exit! Depart! You plebeian. Alright, let's just start. Gonna have another bite of cake. Because I'm starving. Okay. In the top left position as the red Terran, we do have Project. In the bottom right, as the purple Protoss, we have PallMall. This is the quarterfinals of the Gosu Cup number 1. Many thanks to GosuGamers.net for sponsoring and organizing this tournament series. We are in the round of 8 in a 1-1 situation of a best of 3. This is the game that will decide who makes it to the semifinals and is one step closer to advancing, or rather to qualifying for the group stage that will take place, I believe, 6 weeks from now, I guess. Anyway, let me do the overlays right now. It looks like he is still P5, but he is purple. And Project will be T10. I'll say T11. Nice. Alright. So, Project has gone for a 1-Rax FE, both games so far. Obviously the first game, he won pretty easily due to the failed Noni gates of PallMall. And the second game was quite nice. I mean, PallMall got a pretty nice advantage in the early game thanks to the DT drop. And then followed it up decently with mass gates and mass expansions. So let's see what Project decides to do here. This is his chosen map. They are in cross positions. And, you know, I like this this back ledge here for some like siege tank drops and stuff. I mean, the map kind of reminds me of Andromeda in that way, with a ledge behind your natural, kind of blocked off by some random neutral building. But PallMall's not going to do anything out of the ordinary. It looks like he scouted after gate, possibly after gas. I'm not actually 100% sure when that went out. But Project is going for the beginnings of a wall here. I don't think a depot here. Well, a depot here, I'm actually not sure if it'll block completely. It might, and looks like he's actually gone for a gas this time, so Project's going to mix it up a little bit. Not going to go for his standard 1-Rax expansion, instead going to go for the, you know, the more standard factory first. And he is actually going to complete this wall. Now, as I said, this looks like a pretty big gap between the depot and the barracks. It's also sent an SCV here that's just being idle. It is just going to go out and scout, and the probe of PallMall will get in here. It's going to be able to harass this SCV a little bit, and I believe it can actually just slip through there. And am I right? Or am I wrong? I hope I'm right. Please let me be right. Ah, looks like I'm wrong. It's actually probe type. Okay. No, that's not link tight though. To the guy that just said it, it's definitely not link tight. but it is probe tight and is zealot tight. Anyway, factory is going down. Is he still mining gas? He's got 2 guys still on gas, which is interesting. Let's see what he does with that. And why is there no goon range? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a DT rush. Taken down. And there's a command center. So it looks like it's just going to be a standard FD. It's interesting. Sometimes the Terran will pull 2 SCVs from gas, so they leave 1 on the gas. Sometimes they leave 2 on the gas. I'm actually not quite sure what the exact difference is, other than the fact that you have a little bit more gas. And there is the DT, or rather Templar Archives. Now, is he gonna... Looks like he might just go for a DT expand here, because he's only got 1 gateway. He's not proxying or anything. He's just gonna probably just DT expand. And oh, it looks like it's actually a siege expand from Project here, and he has put his guys back on gas. Which is quite funny because I actually just read a comment in the chat that says 1 means FD, or 1 means siege expand, 2 means FD. But in this case, 2 meant siege expand. In Project's world, that's what that means. Anyway, he actually lost his only marine. So this is, I mean, this is fine. Obviously, when you siege expand, you don't actually need many marines. And oh, this is actually quite a nice architecture for siege expand too. You can get this tank right up here on the cliff, so you can just range everything. Look at that, boom. Now this could be problematic. Oh no, there's the engineering bay almost finished. So as long as he puts that, you know, in a good position, he'll be fine. And it is actually just going to be a 1-gate DT expand, so it's not any kind of silly all-in. This is actually a perfectly fine build. And there is the first DT moving out. I should actually stop reading the chat. You guys are like all saying different things. It's super confusing. Anyway, turret going down in the main, in the natural. I wonder if he made the depot here first and then canceled it and made it here. Either way, we do have we have a robo here. Is he gonna drop again? I mean, this could just be for obs. This could just be for obs, but I have a feeling that he might go for the drop again. I mean, it worked pretty well the first time, and you know, this time his expansion is in good time as well. So this could be good. Could be good. I actually don't know where the first DT went. Did the first DT actually suicide itself? I think it might have, because I don't see it anymore. So I assume he just ran it in here and it just died to 3 siege tanks. Anyway, spider mines are on the way, second factory on the way, and an academy. Well, there's a probe chilling here. I wonder if he's going to try and take a hidden expo here at the bottom left. Just like wall off the top of the ramp with pylons, as we did see last game. He's just going to chill. Okay. It's going to be boring. I hear something shooting. Ah, looks like he's going to use the siege tank in the main to take down this temple. That's actually quite a good idea. I mean, he's got the siege tank here already just to defend against any kind of silly Reaver shenanigans. So, you know, as long as there's no Reaver in his base, might as well just use that to take down this temple. Sorry, my camera's going a little bit crazy. I apologize. And looks like the probe has finally got to the top of the ramp, so we'll do the wall in. Meanwhile, I assume this probe is just to kind of chill at the front of the base. Just to see if there's any kind of push moving out. And okay, it looks like it was just for observers. He's not actually going for a drop, which is absolutely fine. 2 more gateways going down, going up to 5 in total. There's a little bit supply blocked. There we go. Now I would like it if he just, you know, left a goon or 2 to kill this this temple. Just so if there's, you know, any drops back here. I think Vultures even drops back here can range some of these patches, the back 3 patches. So I would like it if he took that down just for safety. I mean, just, you know, just 1 goon is plenty. Just leave that guy there. Anyway, a starport actually going down for a project. Interesting. So gonna go for some drops, which is, as I said, you know, it's gonna be very effective. There's a nice big area here behind the natural for you to drop on. Laying some spider mines down at the closest expansions to PallMall. Meanwhile, a few goons are moving out, but they're moving out. Oh no, there's the observer. I was just gonna say, if they move out without observers, that would be a little bit silly. And by a little bit, I mean extremely silly. Meanwhile, Project, look at this, doing a very nice job. And the probe barely getting away with its life. I don't know. I thought it was at the top of the ramp. I don't know where it actually went, so that it wasn't spotted. And look at this. Project actually building the command center as part of his wall. That's cute. Now, the observer's going to see it. It's actually going to get in here. I don't know if it sees the starport. Is he going to see the starport? Okay, now he's going to... Oh! I don't know if he sees the starport. Anyway, it looks like just going to be for some relatively quick vessels. He probably will make a dropship first anyway. But, yeah, just gonna go for that detection. But it looks like instead of going for fast arbiters, this time PallMall is going for fast storm. And if these guys walk into those mines... Oh dear. Ouch. You can actually micro down mines if you know that they're there. The trick is you walk your goons forward. As soon as the mine pops up, you move like you right click them back 2 pixels, and then you press hold position, and they'll actually kill the mine before it blows them up. Anyway, it looks like Project's actually going for this inside mineral only expansion. You know, not the most lucrative expansion to take, and a little bit risky since it can be shot from the back. But you know, it's very close to your natural, so it's very easy to take for the Terran. Meanwhile, this Vulture is just patrolling around that probe, very scared. Project's actually sitting at quite a lot of money here. I think it's just because he's supply blocked. Yeah, when these depots finish, should be able to get that money down. Yep, there we go. Perfect. In the meantime, we do have double forges once again for PallMall. Really likes those double upgrades, even in this matchup, which as I said before, I somewhat disagree with, but you know, it's not the end of the world. And is he trying to pylon wall this or something? Like, that's not... Well, I guess if you put the pylon here and here, it'll be blocked with the Nexus. I heard a comsat going down somewhere, and uh-oh, looks like we do have a Storm drop! Oh, Storm! Can he get another one? Oh! Bye-bye, SCVs! See you later. Oh man, I'm so glad I called that. Oh man! There go all of your SCVs at the third. Fortunately for Project, he's pretty good about making SCVs, so he's got quite a few left of the natural. That was a pretty sick move. I'm actually wondering why he didn't just drop the Templars back here and use the shuttle to spot over the cliff and then just storm from the back. Anyway, probes are now going over to the 3 o'clock third. And 1, 2, 3. Wow, are these gateways still unrallied? These have been unrallied for like the past 5 minutes. Bit of a mistake there. I don't know what these goons are doing in the main either. Was there a drop in the main that I missed? I hope not. I hope not. Meanwhile, a few goons moving out, probably just for mine clearing. Gotta be a little bit careful. He doesn't have observer speed, so the observer will lag behind the goons a little bit. Like right now, if there were mines here, he'd be in a lot of trouble. Looks like he's actually just gonna go harass this from the back, but there's a siege tank there in a very nice position, so he's not gonna be able to do that. And Project immediately resaturating that base, as I said, pretty on top of his SCV production, but we could see a crazy drop back here. This tank's here. It looks like it was actually spotted. He's got a Goliath, he's got siege tanks. Oh, he's gonna actually try and drop on top of the siege tanks. He's gonna drop in. First Templar goes down, the second Templar goes down, there's one more Templar. The SCVs are running, and it looks like it will not be successful, unfortunately, for PallMall, and unfortunately for us viewers who want to see epic storms. But either way, wow, a lot of factories are down now. 7 factories against... Wait a minute, is that 7 factories against 5 gateways? Oh man, PallMall really needs to be throwing down gateways. Look, he's actually getting really high on the money. PallMall needs some more gateways. And it's actually quite funny, because the barracks, if the barracks was up here, these goons would just get ranged. They'd get shelled by that siege tank. Either way, wait, where did the shuttle go? Oh, did he actually go back in? Oh, I think he might have gone back in and I missed it. I'm sorry about that, but I still see a lot of SCVs, so it looks like he didn't actually kill anything. I can't imagine that he would. The siege tanks would have just annihilated that Templar as soon as it dropped. Anyway, looks like now a counter drop. White Project, 4 vultures going into the base. Going into the base. How many probes can they kill? Looks like there's plenty of dragoons here. Those random 4 goons that I wasn't sure what they were doing here are actually being very useful, but there's no observer. They could die to spider mines. Did that hit? No, it did not hit. That's gonna hit. And, well, decent harassment going on. Meanwhile, Project taking advantage of the chaos to take the 9 o'clock base. And a few dragoons are up here, so it looks like PallMall also going to expand once again. So